Off-the-charts violence in New York City. 11 people shot in just 8 hours on Sunday. One died. In New York City, murders are up 27% from last year and shootings up 86%. Meanwhile, police are still looking for this suspect in a series of weekend subway slashings that left at least 4 people injured. Critics ripping President Biden for this statement marking National Police Week. Quote unquote, this year, we also recognize that in many of our communities, especially black and brown communities, there is a deep sense of distrust toward law enforcement, a distrust that has been exacerbated by the recent deaths of several black and brown people at the hands of law enforcement, end quote. From the President of the United States during Police Week. Jason Rantz, radio talk show host, your top line reaction.
The statement started out so well, I thought. And then, of course, he has to bow to the radicals within the BLM movement in and out of Congress, frankly, because if you don't do that, they end up throwing a fit and they take to the streets. They're selfish because they have to make everything about them. This was not about them. This is about the police officers who every single day put on that uniform and they run towards danger when we run away from it. This was about celebrating what they do, not about the reactions from activists who will never be happy. To be clear, when you look at the violence on the streets of this country, the violence that you just referenced, you can look at the police-involved shootings of black and brown individuals, the unarmed ones. There were 4 this year so far of unarmed African Americans, 4. There were more deaths over the weekend in Chicago, and it wasn't from police officers. That should be the focus. We can have 2 conversations. We can talk about bad policing. There's certainly bad police officers, but that is a very, very small minority of what's going on here. Let's focus on the good. Let's focus on how to go after the bad. But more importantly, let's talk about the violence that is encompassing so much of what we're not talking about that we should be.
You know, we're looking on our screen right now, and New York City, and sometimes this file video, we put that up there because it's like more than a week old. We have been seeing this nightly. And what we saw over the weekend, and as recent as maybe a few weeks ago to call this file, is more than just frightening and disturbing. It seems to be unstoppable at this point. And we know that this police department looked at defunding $1 billion. And then last week, the mayor of New York City said, we're going to need well over $1 million back because we're having a hard time doing what we need to do now, which is to fight crime. $1 billion versus $1 million. Jason.
Yeah, you're going to need a lot more than that, and not just in New York City. The thing is, are you sensing the trend here? We have seen all across the country, the departments that defunded the police, as a result, have seen increases in crime. We've seen it in Seattle and Portland. We've seen it in L.A. We've seen it in Minneapolis. This is a trend. When you go out there and you demonize police, when you go after law enforcement, while at the same time adopting policies that say we're going to give endless chances to criminals, we're going to put them back out on the streets, we're not going to enforce the law. Well, guess what? All you're doing is enabling that behavior, and you're creating more victims. And we are becoming the victims. Our neighbors, our friends, our families are becoming victims, and it's growing. There's more momentum. And that's not the kind of momentum that any city wants. And there are a lot of folks out there who say, well, this is not going to come to my neighborhood. It does. It doesn't just stay in these big cities. It starts to spread, and it becomes an issue in your neighborhoods if people don't speak up.
Yeah, New Yorkers can tell you that. Some of the most beautiful boroughs in the world are right next to each other. So when something's rocking and it's violent, it is coming to your neighborhood because it's like a few feet away. Meanwhile, after months and months of chaotic nights in Portland, Oregon, you know this part of the country so well, Jason. People living there say the city has lost its appeal. Think about what that's going to do to the local economy. A local newspaper asked hundreds of people living in and around the city to list 3 words describing downtown Portland, Oregon. Here's what we got. World Cloud shows that the words homeless, dirty, trash, riots, unsafe, destroyed all top the list. Jason, heartbreaking.
It is, and I would have used most of those words before the pandemic, before this last year. It's been a problem for a while, and it's only getting worse. And I'm of two minds here. Number one, I'm certainly sympathetic to the people who live in Portland. I go down to Portland semi-frequently because of how close it is. I have friends there. And it's just turned to a dumpster. It is really, really bad. And images are hard to convey how bad it is. But at the same time, this is what happens when a community gives up. There are not enough people who are standing up and saying, we need to take our communities back. You are losing the soul of Portland, like so many other cities are losing its soul because people have frankly given up. And I understand that it is difficult. Believe me, I live in Seattle. It is difficult to stand up to the political establishment. To the activist class. It is hard. And you're going to get yelled at. You're going to get attacked. In some cases, you might even get hurt. But the fact of the matter is, if people don't stand up for their own hometowns, this is what happens. You see what's going on in Portland, and unfortunately, it's coming to many other cities. You got to take ownership of your own communities.
You know, Jason, before I let you go, and we've got to be quick, I did want to express to you that when you say people get hurt, I know you've been out caught in the melee very recently, and stay safe out there, because you're bringing us a lot of pictures and information that we can't always get. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.